Hello YouTube, NASCAR 48 WW2 Buff here with the INORL Duracell Cup Series, race number 5 here at Texas in the Lone Star State. On the pole is Sean Henley, and on the outside pole will happen to be Tony Blazer. Then it is Drew Austin and Tristan Tribbett right there in the second row. Then Dylan Young and Joseph Bryant. That is your top 6 right there. And we are here today after you all probably heard of the Connecticut shootings, which were Friday. Today is Monday when I recorded this, and we will have a couple laps of silence throughout the race. And I'll actually like 1 moment of silence right now here for about 10 seconds. Thank you for being silent. And again, Sean Henley is on the pole. He has qualified up front most of the year, but when he qualifies up front, something goes wrong and not in his favor, and he actually tends to flip when something goes wrong. So hopefully he'll try to turn that around today as we're here at Texas. Then our last week, actually, let's get ready for a starting command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Last week's winner, Jeffrey Buckeye, starting 11th. So he has to work his way up through the field. And I'll get ready to take you to your starting lineup to see where everybody's starting. We are back, and remember, in the truck race, the trucks were having a hard time getting on pit road without wrecking. Will that be the case for the Cup Series today? You never know. It depends on how these drivers are feeling and how bad they want to get the win. Sean Henley is going to take us out of turn 4. Pace car pulling in. DW's saying boogity, 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 and we're going to go racing here at Texas for race number 5. The Lone Star 500 is now underway. Sean Henley gets off to a pretty good start. Here comes Drew Austin for that second position. We saw the outside line start working about three laps into the race. The outside line is where you want to be. Will that be the case in the Cup Series? And they're going to go 3 wide for third already off that corner, and I think it might be the outside line going to win that. Yes, it was. Dylan Young trying to stay up the pace with Tony Blazer. Looks like Drew Austin did catch up to Sean Henley, and he's going to try to make a move. Is he going to get the position? Tony Blazer looking to make it 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead. Who's gonna get it? Oh no, 4 wide! 4 wide almost. Drew Austin, Tony Blazer, Tristan Tribbett, and Sean Henley are really fighting for the lead. And Drew Austin got the lead. The green flag's still out. Here comes Tony Blazer taking second. He's looking on the inside, but he still has to worry about Sean Henley on his outside. Tristan Tribbett gonna make it 3 wide off that corner. There's about a stack up 4 wide right here between Joseph Bryant, Dylan Young, Brian James, and Gene Sanford. And Sean Henley stuck on the outside line here. It looks like the inside line's doing a lot better than it was in the truck race. And they are a little bit 4 wide right there. Dylan Young made it 4 wide. And now it's back to 3 wide. Be careful off this corner, and whoa! They were close to wrecking. And Drew Austin is running away with the lead right now as the cars behind him start battling, beating and banging. Your outside pole sitter taking second back, but here comes your pole sitter trying to get that back also. Joseph Bryant joining the fight also in that number 21 Motorcraft Ford Fusion. So let's watch this battle of second wide down. Tony Blazer still working on Sean Henley. I believe this is like the first time that Sean may have survived the first 6 laps without falling back or getting wrecked. Could this be a day of turnaround for Sean Henley and that whole 88 team? Let's check in on your last week's winner from Atlanta. Let's check in on Jeffrey Buckeye here. He's running in 13th next to Caitlin Skipper, your seasonal champ. Caitlin Skipper running a 2013 preview of Jimmy Johnson's Foundation car. As you see that nice looking paint scheme. Speaking of champions, let's check in on your points leader right now. Seth Cole, he's way back here, about 28th. And let's check in on your second place driver in the point standings, Eric Burton, a little bit ahead of him. How they're running right now, Eric Burton is really your points leader right now. You're wide off that corner, gotta be careful. And Drew Austin's still flying away with that car. By the way, we are gonna have lap of silence on lap 27 for all those who were killed in the Connecticut shootings at Sandy Hook Elementary. Here comes Sean Henley to the bottom of Drew Austin here. Is he going to try to make the move? He's right there. Mostly single file throughout the top 10, I believe. Sean has a fast car, but Tony Blazer right to the back bumper of him. He's going to give him a nudge, and he's going to go for second. He's taking on board with Tony here. Looks like Joseph Bryant's going to try to come to his outside here. And Sean Henley's still working on catching up to Drew Austin, but he ain't getting there. And I just screwed up the view. Get back to that. Sorry about that. Screwed up there. And it looks like Joseph Bryant is right behind Tony Blazer, giving him a nudge, trying to help him get past Sean here. Can he do it though? Nope, but here comes Joseph Bryant trying to pass Tony now. Now I think the caution came out. Caution, I think, is out, I believe. Yep, caution is out. Oh, William Schultz involved. Oh, Dylan White, heavy damage. Charles Sanford, heavy damage. Kyle Snoski, Dion Scott. Oh, even more. Your second points driver, Eric Burton, involved. That's what Seth Cole wants to see. Zachary Buckeye involved, and I think there may have been a second wreck also. Oh, your season one champ, Caitlin Skipper, involved. Oh, and Charles Jackson is not happy with George Roque as he just slams into the back of him and gives himself heavier damage. Let's see these round the pit stops here. Looks like everybody's coming in. Let's see who wins the battle off pit road. Sean's going to have the first pit stall here, so he's going to have an advantage. Drew Austin has a pit stall all the way down at the end, though. Who's going to win this? Jeffrey Buckeye having the fifth pit stall. That might help him gain some positions here. Jake Baskinger, you see your Darlington winner pulling in. Chris Darlington, I believe he was your runner-up finish. Jacob Lawler, your two-time winner. And Sean Henley's going to win that battle off pit road. And Drew Austin's going to fall back to third. Tony Blazer going to hold second. Brian James edging out for fourth. Tristan Tribbett went from 21st to 5th on that round pit stop. Probably only took 2 tires. Then Dylan Young, Joseph Bryant, Gene Sanford, Tyson Broad, and David Rochester here. And Sean Henley is going to be your leader off pit road, and I'll take you to see what went wrong here in Texas. And we are back, and it's 4 wide, and wait a minute. Seth Cole's in the 4 wide here. He's your points leader. Let's see what happened. I think he may have got by. Oh, William Schultz going to get into his good friend Kyle Snoski, and Seth Cole did not get, and he's actually going to go flipping. He definitely did not get by that, and he's going to start flipping and barrel rolling, I believe. Yeah, he's going to start barrel rolling, and he's going to come to rest on all 4 wheels here. And I was definitely mistaken. He did not get through that. See another view of that. Full time speed. He did definitely not get by that. And oh man, he takes a couple hard licks. And he's going to do a couple barrel rolls. Let's see another view of that. Let's see if spectator's a good view. Ooh, this should get a good shot. 4 wide, off turn 2. That never works and never will work. They're going to slide up, and Seth had nowhere to go, and he's just going to get sandwiched between that wall. And a couple other cars here are going to get involved. You see Zachary Buckeye slamming into it. Dion Scott, Dylan Young, Austin Ogo got a piece of that maybe. He gets a slight piece of it. And Seth's going to continue to barrel roll and slam into Charles Sanford one more time, and he will come to land on all 4 wheels. Hopefully he is okay. Now, I believe there might have been another wreck up here. I'm not mistaken. Could have been another wreck up here. Yes, there was. Oh, I think that was another 4 wide, and here was the other wreck. Off turn 4, Caitlin Skipper, Jack Richards involved. Oh, Jacob Lawler, 2-time winner. Did he get by that? Oh, he just barely got by that. Did Eric Burton flip? Yes, Eric Burton did flip. And he's going to slide on his roof. Charles Jackson involved. And Eric Burton, he might get barrel rolling here. And his car will come to rest, and no one else hits him, I believe. And he is okay. Now let's take some onboards with some drivers. Let's take an onboard with Dylan White here. Then we'll take an onboard with Caitlin Skipper. Let's go to Caitlin Skipper here for her onboard. Net number 48. And I'll take you back to the green here at Texas. Hopefully everyone is okay. We're back once again. Sean Henley's leading, but Charles Jackson, Eric Burton, Dylan White, Seth Cole, Charles Sanford, and Willem Schultz have all retired. And Sean Henley's your race leader. Tony Blazer second, Drew Austin third, Brian James fourth, Tristan Trivet fifth, Dylan Young sixth, Joseph Bryant seventh, Gene Sanford eighth, Tyson Broad ninth, David Rochester 10th, Andreas Allen 11th, Jeffrey Buckeye, last week's winner, 12th, he got up to there, Chuck Togger 13th, and William Duncan 14th, and Leo Rogers rounding out the top 15. And we're going to get ready to go back to the green here at Texas on lap 16 out of 51 with Sean Henley leading. Sean gets a nice good restart, but these cars can use the draft a little bit to catch up to him, and they already catch up. Here comes Brian James. He's going to try to pass for third here and shove Drew Austin out of line. Here comes Tony Blazer for the race lead, though. He's going to get help from Brian James. And Sean Henley was able to lead that lap, but Tony Blazer wanted to. Oh, but here comes Brian James for the race lead now. Will the outside line get a run? No, not this time. They were pretty much dead even. Turn 4 is really where the outside line gets a run, and they're going to slide up. Sean and Brian James almost making contact. It's going to be a 3 wide to the line. Who's going to be able to lead this lap? It's going to be Blazer by a half, by like a half millimeter. And they're going to go 4 wide a little bit again. That's not good. 4 wide, there they go. Tony Blazer, Sean Henley, the leaders wreck. Huge pile up. Huge pile up on the backstretch. The leaders involved. Henley, Blazer, Trivet, Johnson. There's many more cars up here wrecking. Ogos, both of them. Caitlin Skipper. Dollarton squeezes by. Lukender. K. Jack Richards once again involved. And Brian James comes out of that without any damage. Joseph Bryant sneaks by. Same with Gene Sanford, Dylan Young, David Rochester, and the rest of these cars. Sean Henley, he's actually up here. How much damage does he have, though? Ooh, that is a lot of suspension damage and rear end damage right there. It's gonna kill his fuel mileage a little bit. Drew Austin involved. As let's see these pit stops right here. And just a lot of drivers involved in that wreck. And what the heck is that? Someone's sliding through the grass. No idea what that was about. Someone was sliding through the grass. We'll have to get back to you on that. If anybody saw that, you saw a car just sliding through the grass over there. No idea what that was about. Let's see the battle of pit road here. Sean Henley coming into his pit stall. I think Brian James may have not pit. Did he pit? Let's still watch his battle off pit road though. Gene Sanford gonna get that off though. Brian James did not pit, so he will still be the leader. But Gene Sanford is the winner of pit road there. And I'll take you to see what went wrong here at Texas, just to bring out that huge pileup on the back straightaway, taking out about half the leaders. We are back. Look how hard these leaders are batting. Henley, Trivet, Blazer, Austin, and Gene Sanford just 4 wide, 5 wides. Ain't gonna work. Henley gonna get in the Tristan Trivet, then in the Tony Blazer. They're just gonna bounce around, and man, Joseph Bryan was lucky to escape that. Tyson Broad gonna just slam into that inside wall. And around a lot of these cars are gonna go. William Duncan, Richard Johnson, Jeffrey Buckeye squeezes by. Tristan Trivet, George Roque, and just many more cars. Austin Ogo. A lot of cars involved. Nowhere for them to go. Then it's this over here. Wait. They gotta slow down. Jack Richards involved. There goes Austin Ogo and them. They're gonna slide up. Here comes Austin Ogo. Is he gonna slam into his sister? Yes, he is. Head on. Both Ogos gonna slam into each other. There goes Skipper and Buckeye. Jack Richards involved. Let's see how he got involved. He's going to slam into the back of Austin Ogo, slide up into the outside wall. Dion Scott barely slips by. And here comes anybody else hitting him. Yep, there goes Fritz Luken. They're hitting him. Now let's see another view of that wreck right there. From Tony Blazer's view. See his full speed. Now let's take an onboard with Tristan Trivet here. Net number 78, Furniture Row. Oops, wrong person. Furniture Row, Charlotte. Let's take an onboard here with Tristan Trivet. Now, here's the thing. Remember I said we spotted something sliding across the grass? Well, here's what it was. So Jack Richards gonna get back going with that very hurt 99 machine. Then this happens. Decides not to come down pit road. Gonna drive through the grass, and then this. It's gonna tail whip itself. And it's gonna levitate over to his pit stall. And I have no idea what that was about. He's just gonna... He went magically through the... Like, right when he hit the start-finish line, he just... He's gonna do a burnout right there. And I have no idea what that was about. I think he may have got a little bit too much beaten in the head from that wreck, and he may have thought that he won the race. So, can someone inform him that he did not win the race? He may have got a little bit too much beaten in the head right there. He may have thought that he won the race, but he definitely didn't. But that was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, but I'll take you back to the green here at Texas. And we are back. We have some new retired cars here. Actually, a lot new ones. We have Zachary Buckeye, Fritz Lukender, George Roque, Austin, Olga Ogo, Richard Johnson, Caitlin Skipper, Austin Ogo, Dale Kay, and the 99 of Jack Richards, who believed he won the race. Yeah, they're still checking him out. Brian James is still your race leader. Joseph Bryant second, Dylan Young third, David Rochester fourth, Leo Rogers fifth, Robbie Noonan sixth, John Wilson seventh, Jacob Sisko eighth, Dion Scott ninth, and Chris Dollarton 10th. And we're going to go back to the green here at Texas. Tyson Broad is throwing lap down car here, I believe. Is he? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, he is. And Brian James will take us back to the green here at Texas. On lap 23 out of 51, getting near halfway. Brian James gets a good restart right there. Joseph Bryant right there behind him. Will we get another green flag run like we did at the start, or will we have just another wreck off turn 2 again? Sticking on board here with Dylan Young as they try to catch up to Brian James. Are they 4 wide or anything? No, they are not. But that outside line is starting to come into play now, as you see. And they are getting some major runs off the corners. And you know what I just noticed? Here's some new drivers joining this, like David Rochester. He's up in the point standings. Robbie Noonan, Leo Rogers, and John Wilson and Jacob Sisko. They're joining in on the battles. Well, pretty much because half the leaders just got taken out after that one wreck right there. Don't see the leaders wrecking much often, but here comes Joseph Bryant. He wants a race lead, and he's going to battle Brian James off turn 2. David Rochester right back there in second, looking to attack. Is he going to make it 3 wide, though? Yes, he is. Who's going to lead back to the line? I do believe it will be Brian James, maybe. Yes, it will, it looks like. But they're going to go 3 wide in the turn 2. Got to be careful as long as they don't go 4 wide. Joseph Bryant still working on getting that lead. Well, again, outside line is kind of where you want to be here at Texas. We've seen it all weekend, and we will probably continue to see it. Oh, and there's 4 cars back here setting up to do 4 wide. Robbie Noonan was thinking about it, but he was smart enough not to. Remember the last couple times actually. Who's gonna get it? Oh no, they are gonna go 4 wide. John Wilson, Dylan Young, David Rochester, and they're gonna hold it. Except for the part that John Wilson and Dylan Young made a little bit of contact, but they somehow held that. Chris Dollarton joining in on the battles also, and that number is 16 3M Ford Fusion. I believe he finished second last week. Joseph Bryant still working on Brian James. Can he get the position? Taking on board with Joseph Bryant. Joseph Bryant still trying to track down the 51, and we're going to catch him lap traffic here of Kyle Sonoski. He's way off the pace, and they're going to catch him. Just hope they don't catch him in the turns, and no, they are not. Brian James almost slams into the back of them. Leo Rogers has to squeeze by, and that just held up the field. There might be a wreck off this turn. Got to be careful, guys. And they're going to get by him, okay? It looks like, look at Drew Austin. He's zooming up here. After he was involved in that wreck, he's coming up. And look at Jake Rogers. He started 41st, and he's on his way up here. Sean Henley on his way back up also. And Dylan Young, Chris Dollarton, and Dion Scott just got their days screwed right now. As we are past halfway, and it's time for them to get rocking and rolling and catch back up the rest of the field. 3-car breakaway from the pack, and they're going to catch another lap car. That's going to slow up Joseph Bryant and David Rochester, and Brian James going to drive away with the lead. I still don't think these drivers are going to be able to make it on fuel, though. I'm pretty sure they are going to have to pit. So keep an eye out on that. Some drivers, like Brian James and the cars that stayed out, might still have to pit. I'm pretty sure they cannot make it on fuel the whole way. And plus, some cars have some fresher tires than them. Just so Bryant trying to reel them in. He's about a second behind them. James McLeod's still in the pits. They're fixing a camshaft issue, it looks like. Just so Bryant not making or losing any ground on this 51 Monster Energy Chevrolet. Taking on board with Leo Rogers here. Here comes Leo Rogers passing for second, it looks like. Is he gonna get it though? Remember, that outside line is where you want to be, and tires are starting to probably start to fall off a little bit. How about Jacob Sisko? He's gonna get into fourth here over John Wilson using that outside line. John Wilson back here in fifth. Chuck Tolger working his way up. He was one of your Gatorade Dual winners. Gatorade Dual winner number 2 at Daytona a couple weeks ago. How about Aaron Williams? He's working his way up here. He almost got involved in that huge pileup. Almost got clipped, but barely squeezed by. Here comes Jake Baskinger. Also, he's your Darlington winner, and he's working his way up in here inside the top 10. With Jake Rogers, he was starting in 41st, and he's on his way up here. And I think I saw the caution flag out. Was it out? No, it was not. Oh, here comes Joseph Bryant for the race lead, though. He caught up. Can he get it, though? Because there is more lap cars. Can he use that lap car to his advantage this time instead of his disadvantage? But here comes Leo Rogers on his corner panel. Leo Rogers wants the position. Jacob Sisko joining in on the fun also. Can he hold it, though? Oh, they're going to go 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. 4 wide off the corner. That might not be good. There they go, there they go, Leo Rogers around, he's gonna get turned. Leo Rogers gonna get turned. Is caution out? Caution is out. And Brian James is your race leader with Joseph Bryant second. And Leo Rogers gonna get turned after he worked himself all the way up into the top 5, the top 3, passing for second there. And he took a heavy little lick into the inside wall for that right side of the car. That's definitely gonna screw up the suspension. Try to get another view of that. Yeah, that's definitely gonna screw up the suspension big time. You might not be too happy about that. And we're gonna have some pit stops, and now I believe all cars should be able to make it on to the end now. Yep, they should. Yep, they're gonna be able to make it to the end now. We have some waiver rounds, I believe, or regular car standout. No, we got some untakers. They're not gonna take it. I believe that's 6 cars right there. They're gonna go in fuel strategy. Brian James pulling into a pit stall here. Same with Jacob Sisko and Tristan Trivet pulling out. Sean Henley pulling into his pit stall. Sean Henley has been working his way slowly up. Can he possibly maybe get into top 5, top 10 before the end of this race? Brian James going to win that battle off pit road. Wait for the rest of these cars to come off. Jerry Allen with that heavy damage, no good. Jeffrey Buckeye struggling today after winning last week at Atlanta. Here are the cars that did not pit. Oh, Chuck Tolger decided he's going to have to come down now. Yep, same with Jake Rogers. They decided that they can't make it on fuel. Well, Aaron Williams and Jake Baskinger decided the same thing. These two have decided they can't make it on fuel here. They're going to pull out. And the other takers. No, actually, Chuck Tolger pulled back up. He decided to stay out. And Jake Rogers is going to pull in the pit road. He decided it's not worth it. Now I'll take you to see what went wrong with Leo Rogers as he got turned off turn 2. And we are back 4 wide for second off this corner. Trek Talk are going to slide. No, actually, Leo Rogers is going to slide up to Joseph Bryant, and he's going to bump back down into Jacob Sisko, and he pretty much turned himself right there. He had it, and then he's going to take a nice little lick on the right side of that car into the inside wall, and luckily no one came down and hit him there. Well, that would have been a lot worse. Let's see this full speed here. It's a pretty nice lick right there, but luckily he reports that he's okay and he's still out on the track. And I'll take you back to the green here at Texas for the final laps. We are back, and we have one new retired car. James McLeod has retired of a header issue. Aaron Williams is leading, he stayed out. Jake Baskinger second, he stayed out. Trek Talker third, he stayed out. Sam Young fourth, stayed out. Jacob Lawler fifth, stayed out. Now the thing about Jacob Lawler is he knows how to get these wins in the Cup Series and in any INORL series. He won the truck race here, so he knows how to get around here at Texas. Tyson Broad, with that damage he has, he's going to work it. No, he's actually a lap down, I believe. Is he? Yes, he's a lap down. Tristan Trivett's a lap down also, and same with Kyle Sanowski. Brian James 6th, Jacob Sisko 7th, Joseph Bryant 8th, John Wilson 9th, Robbie Noonan 10th. We're going to go back to the green here at Texas with Aaron Williams leading. Can he make it on fuel? Same with Baskinger, Togger, Young, and Lawler. And these guys are going to zoom away because the rest of the field are going to get hold up by those lap cars up there. And that 17 has to worry about Jake Baskinger right on his tail. Can Jake Baskinger be the second driver to get a second win of the season? Togger, Young, and Lawler. Lawler up here, he wants to get his third win of the season. He's a man on a mission in the Cup Series. But last 2 weeks he was involved in 2 wrecks, so that kind of killed his momentum, but he's still trying to work his way back up. And we're going to go 3 wide already. Aaron Williams is going to go way out of the groove and get a nice... Oh, Aaron Williams actually scrubbed the wall right there a little bit. That shows you their tires are dead. He is still holding the race lead. Look at Jacob Lawler. They're going to go 4 wide a little bit. Jacob Lawler, he's just going to go straight to the inside and stick it. Stick it on board with him. See, these drivers' tires are really losing, and they're scrubbing the wall after all these corners. And Aaron Williams driving away. Can he get his first win of the season? And his first ever Duracell Cup Series win. Just to worry about Sam Young and Jake Baskinger back there also. Same with Togger and Lawler. They're hungry for wins. 2 of the past winners are in the top 5 here. Lawler and Baskinger, just making sure I got that through there. But they got to worry about because the rest of the field is catching them with fresher tires. Like Brian James, he wants to get that lead back. Aaron Williams continuing to drive away with the lead. Oh, there they go! The leader's wreck! The leader's wreck! Caution is out and they gotta be careful. Baskinger, Sam Young. Lawler was involved. And Aaron Williams is gonna take, not yet, but man, if that was only a lap or 2 later for Aaron Williams, he would have won this race. That is close to winning that race. Is he gonna stay out though? Is he gonna stay out or is he gonna have to pit? Bet you his crew chief's heart and his heart are racing to decide what are they gonna do. As long with the fans. Are they gonna pull in? Is anybody else gonna pull in with them if they go in? Fresher tires might be the key to the win in this race. No, Aaron Williams is gonna stay out along with Trek Togger. Well, Brian James, John Wilson, and they have fresher tires. I believe it's gonna be a 1-lap shootout also. And Jake Baskinger close to getting his second win. He's gonna retire. Sam Young involved. And I believe Jacob Lawler is involved. He's gonna fall way back. Just what a heartbreak for a lot of these drivers. Those top 3 in the running order. They're going to just get knocked out just like that. But I'll take you to see what went wrong here at Texas. Like I said, these drivers' tires are wearing off. Baskinger just going to scrub the wall up into Sam Young. Down he goes. Lawler involved. Sam Young, he's going to jam that fender into the outside wall. Now watch that hit that Baskinger took if you kept an eye on him. He's going to spin. Lawler does a nice save and kept it going, but he's going to lose a lot of positions, but not as much as these two. Let's see Baskinger's hit into that inside wall. He's going to take a nice little heavy hit to that inside wall, about 170, and he's going to slam it, and there went the engine in that car. Let's see this full speed. That's a pretty hard hit. Let's take an onboard here. That was a nice little lick for Baskinger. Again, hopefully he's okay. And luckily no one else hit them. And I'll take you back to the green for a one-lap shootout here at Texas. We're back for this one-lap shootout that is going to be Jake Baskinger has retired, Aaron Williams first, Trek Tolger second, Brian James third, John Wilson fourth, Dylan Young fifth, Joseph Bryant sixth, Robbie Noonan seventh, Drew Austin eighth, David Rochester ninth, Dion Scott 10th, Leo Rogers 11th, Jake Rogers 12th, Jacob Lawler 13th, he moved up, Jeffrey Buckeye 14th, Jacob Sisko 15th, Kenny Blazer 16th, Gene Sanford 17th, William Duncan 18th, Chris Dollerton 19th, Sean Henley 20th, Tristan Trevor 22nd, Sam Young 21st, Andreas Allen 23rd, Kosanowski 24th, and 25th Tyson Broad. Can Aaron Williams get his first win of the season? Or can Trek Tolger get his first points win of the season? Or will Brian James spoil their races? Who's it going to be? It's a one-lap shootout in the Lone Star race here at Texas. Oh, Williams didn't get that might of a start right there. But can he make it on fuel? Because there is still a possibility that he could run out of fuel at the last second. Oh, he's starting to pull away a little bit. Can Tolger make a pass? Oh, Brian James looking to make a pass for second. And Aaron Williams comes off turn 4, and he will grab a win here at Texas. Win number 1 for Aaron Williams. Congratulations to Aaron Williams on winning the Lone Star 500. What a great gamble on fuel strategy to pull out that win in the number 17 Best Buy Ford Fusion. What an amazing gamble, and it paid off. And Aaron Williams comes home with a win. And I'll take you to your finishing results here from Texas. We're back. Congratulations to Aaron Williams finishing first, Brian James second, Trek Tolger third, John Wilson fourth, Dylan Young fifth, Joseph Bryant sixth, Robbie Noonan seventh, Drew Austin eighth, David Rochester ninth, and Dion Scott 10th. Jeffrey Buckeye pulling out a 12th. That's an okay finish. And let's check in on your points leaders here. Eric Burton and Seth Cole. Seth Cole gonna come home with a 40th place finish. That's not what he wanted to have. That's gonna kill him in points. Nor did Eric Burton. He comes home with a 38th place finish. That's also gonna kill him in points. So the points leaders having a rough day here at Texas. And congratulations to Aaron Williams. Oh wait, no, that was not the point. Oh wait, yeah, yes. Wait, never mind. Aaron Williams gonna come home with that first place finish. Congratulations to him. Let's check in on our season standings now and see what really happened to Seth Cole and Eric Burton. And I will see you next week at Auto Club. That was a good truck race. Will it be a good cup race? You'll have to watch it to find out. I'll see you next week then. Let's check out our standings here. Robbie Noonan actually going to take over the points lead with David Rochester second. Lawler going to move back up to third. Buckeye fourth. James fifth. Gene Sant for 6th. Seth Cole going to fall all the way back to 7th. Same with Eric Byrne. He's going to fall back to 8th. Jacob Sisko 9th. And Fritz Lukender 10th. The rest of your point standings here. And congratulations to congratulations to Aaron Williams pulling out that amazing win. And I will see you guys next week at Auto Club. Please like, comment, and subscribe. NASCAR 48 WW2 Buff signing off.